and being a part of this study that we're doing. I cannot disclose what study it is that you qualified for or who is sponsoring it, but I can give you some general information, and I will gather some information from you as well. So to get started here, thank you for coming to our company. Happy to have you. I apologize, my desk is such a mess, but that's not really part of the survey. I am a third-party consultant. I do not have any stake in your answers in this survey. We are hired by an undisclosed company to conduct these surveys. So be completely honest, nothing you say is going to hurt my feelings. I honestly don't care about your responses. I'm just here to record them accurately. So why don't we get this underway here? Let me just check a couple of things with my office. I'm just making sure that you can't. Yeah, you won't be able to see my screen. Yeah, it's just a part of the privacy for this study. There are some studies to where, like, you may need to watch something on a screen, but this is not one. We need to make sure that you cannot see anything. So I will be getting some general information from you to start. This is information for our company. It's not sold to anyone. I do apologize if I'll have to get some of this information from you twice. Some of the surveys that we have people complete are like demographic based, so they might ask for something like your zip code or just general information. Ours are a little more specific. We will ask for some information. If at any time you do not feel comfortable giving me that information or providing an answer, it is something that is acceptable. We want you to feel safe. This is a safe place. Again, my job is not based on your answers, and your answers do not matter for my job. I'm hired by a different company. That said, if you feel uncomfortable at any time, if you want to stop, we certainly can. I will have to document that information, but again, it's totally fine. It's all about your comfort, all that good stuff. All right, so let's get started. Now, I know that you gave your information over the phone to be included on these studies, but it is information that we want to document in our system. So can you provide me your first and last name with your last name first, then your first name, and then a middle initial, if you'd like to share that? Okay, great. And can you spell that? Okay. That. Okay, and then are you comfortable providing me your street address? Okay. And spell the street name if applicable. Thank you. And then instead of your city, state, I just need your zip or postal code. And then what is your employment status? Are you full-time, part-time, self-employed, student, or other? All right. And then what is your annual salary? Now for this we have a range. Is it $10,000 to $30,000 a year? $31,000 to $60,000 a year? $61,000 to $90,000 a year, or above $91,000 a year? Yeah, we give just really general ranges. There may be some surveys in the future that ask like more specifically, but again, we can handle that if you qualify for anything like that. All right, great. And then would you like to specify your ethnicity? And then if so, what would you identify yourself as ethnically? Okay. And then what gender do you identify with? Or not identify with? All right. Yeah, it's actually a question where we can type in an answer, so whatever you're comfortable with sharing, we can enter that in. Again, there are some surveys that are gendered, if that makes sense, or non-gendered, if that makes sense. It just depends on the company. And then, of course, since we are a business, we'd love to know how you heard about us. Now, we have a few options, so I'll read those out. Was it one of our radio ads? Was it on TV, Facebook, Instagram, or other social media? Was it a friend referral or other? Did you hear about us some other way? Okay. Wonderful. Now, all of our studies are compensated. Now, it does vary from study to study and how far you make it in the study, but to have this information on file for us, we'd love to know how you'd like to be compensated. Now, I'll give you the options that we have because we do have quite a few. So we have been doing this a long time, and so the companies that we work with, they compensate very fairly. We can go over that a little later, but we just like to know your preferred method, and then if this ever changes, definitely do just let us know, and we can update your information, because again, this is all internal information. This is just for us. So the options we have for compensation would be gift cards. We offer Amazon, Best Buy, Google Play, iTunes, Target, and Walmart. Then we can do a check, either paper, electronic, or an e-check, whichever one of those works for you. We can also do PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Then we can also do cash. However, do note that if you choose to go with the cash route, 5% is deducted from the compensation due to the security of having to have cash on site. It's not the preferred method, obviously, but some people do just want to have cash and not deal with like a Venmo or anything like that, which, they're instant, but some people like cold hard cash. Then the other option that we have is you can actually choose to donate your compensation to charity. So what this means is that we will actually match the amount that you choose to donate. So say you're compensated like $50 for this survey, we would match that and make a donation in your name if you choose, or in our company's name, whichever you prefer, and we would match that. So if you're compensated $50, we'd make a $100 donation, and then we would have that, again, either in your name if you prefer it, or in our company's name. So which would you prefer? All right, we can do that. Okay, so that is all of the general information that we have to have for our system. Is there anything else that you would like to have us note down, or have any issues, anything we should be aware of as far as surveys you don't want to be contacted about, surveys you absolutely do want to be contacted about? I know it's hard to know what to know, but for example, we have some folks who don't want to do any sort of product testing, whether that's taste testing, makeup testing, things like that. We have people who don't want to do those things. We have people who do. We have people who would rather be contacted via phone, people who'd rather come in. So do you have any preferences like that? Okay. Because I can note those on down here. Okay, great. already got you in the system, and that is fantastic. So we will get going. Okay, so now on to the actual survey itself. I do have to read everything out word for word. So this is something that is provided to us. It's not something that I have any control of, so I have to just read everything as it is and then kind of go from there. So, all right. For this study, it should take about 30 minutes at the most. Is that okay? Okay, great. Yeah, it could be faster, but we like to just give people the amount of time that it could take. So, all right, let's get started. So, this is the first of 3 sections of the study. This section's answers must be submitted in less than 10 seconds, so please answer quickly. All right, so one moment. I'm just waiting on everything to load. I know it's fun that they want you to do it quickly, but it takes a second to load. All right, so pink or blue? Quick reaction, love it. Green or yellow? All right, red or purple? Ice cream or candy? Okay. Still or sparkling? Pizza or pasta? Great. Tapping or scratching? Wonderful. You're doing great. That's not written here. I just wanted to tell you. All right. Gum or mints? All right. Pen or pencils? And then chocolate or banana? Great. All right. So that section is done. This says new section. I cannot give you any additional context. These are hypothetical scenarios. Would you rather be in a family with, or be with your family in a cabin or your home with friends? Great. Would you rather have a spa day or a shopping spree at any one store? Great. Would you rather eat anything you want with no repercussions or never have to go grocery shopping? All right. Would you rather meet your favorite celebrity now or a historical figure? Would you rather be a detective or a pilot? Great. Would you rather be able to speak any language or speak to animals? Would you rather invent an item that makes you famous or write a best-selling novel? Would you rather move anywhere silently or be 10 times stronger? Would you rather be a superhero or a supervillain? Again, these are confidential, so don't worry. All right, would you rather take an art class or a computer programming class? Great. All right, so this is the final section of the study. The question for each set of answers is, which do you prefer? So which do you prefer, bold or neutral? All right, science or math? History or language arts? Music or silence? Jelly beans or candy corn? Vanilla or strawberry? Spring or summer? Dentists or nurses? Driving or riding? Running or weightlifting? Fantastic. So that concludes the question portion of this study. There will be 2 questions in which you can give feedback. You can decline to answer these questions, but they will still be asked. All right, so on to the questions. Do you have any guesses as to who funded this study? Please note, you will still not be told who funded it. Okay. Oh, my computer's going through some updates. Okay, so let's see here. Perfect. And then let's see here. The second question is, do you have any guesses as to what this data will be used for? Please note, you will also not be told why this data is significant. Okay. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Okay, so that concludes the survey that we have for you today. Now, this survey, again, I can't give you any other information about it. They usually keep it pretty secret from us too. But you definitely did meet the requirements as far as being able to answer it in a timely fashion, which is really what they were looking for. So, based on that information, what they will do is up at the front where you came in, I'll walk you out, don't worry, you don't have to remember how to get there. What they will do is they will provide you the compensation based on that information that I gathered from you, so that way you'll be in the system. But they'll take care of all of that up at the front. I don't handle any sort of compensation. I can't even see how much you will be compensated. I just know that you will. So based on that, if you have any other questions, definitely provide them to the front desk. I'm not someone who has the ability to answer very much. Other than that, we will likely be contacting you for more surveys just based on your information. I see a lot of surveys come through. Now, if there is a survey that you qualify for, we will reach out via your preferred contact method, which again, they'll get from you up at the front. But other than that, I appreciate your time today, and I will walk you out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yeah, just this way.